Okay, I know this might sound a little weird, but for me, Stellaris is mostly about the clash of empires and the certain ideologies and ideals that they champion. See, every empire basically starts with one planet to their name, and they have a certain vision for the future that is informed by their ethics, their civics, their history, whether it be an origin or something that you made up, certain individuals that are currently ruling their government, or even by their biology. This aspect of the game seeps into everything that the Stellaris AI empires do, whether it be how they treat their citizens, how they treat you and other empires, how they treat the citizens of other species, and so much more. This seeps into almost every aspect of the game, except for weapons. More specifically, ship weapons, because the way people treat ship weapons is very detached from whatever thing they might be fighting for, because for everybody, weapons are about min-maxing, about finding the perfect combination of kinetic artillery or lasers or missiles and strikecraft or whatever to make the perfectly most deadly, most efficient ship ever. If you've read the title though, then you know that I'm about to blow your tiny little brain out of your head hole. Whatever, that's... shut up. Because no, AI empires do not base their weapons purely on either random chance or what is most efficient. They actually are informed by the type of empire they are. And if you, yes, I'm talking to you now, want to have more fun with your game of Stellaris, then you will also base your weapons off of the empire you are currently playing as. Except if you are playing a min-maxing multiplayer server, in which case, well, I'll get back to you later. You see, the way AI empires work is their ethics and their civics dictate which AI personality they are, which you can basically look up on the wiki. There's a list of them, and there it even says what kind of weapons they use. And if you can use your imagination, then you can quickly realize why they use what kind of weapons. Especially my favorite being the honor-bound warriors, who use battleships and strikecraft mostly, which makes sense because strikecraft are manned with people and honor-bound warriors would want to get up close and personal. Even though strikecraft are kind of ships that stay behind, there are people in the strikecraft that can get up in your face and blast you to little pieces, and that's kind of the philosophy behind it. And although not every type of AI personality has a specifically designed type of ship they build, in fact, sometimes they even can't build the ship based off of their technology level, it is nonetheless informed by what they believe in. And you, as the player, should do that too, because I have kind of noticed a trend, and this isn't a big trend, I'm gonna talk about a game that has this problem but even bigger, where people who play Stellaris try to min-max everything, right? They load up in a game, make it as difficult as possible, and then try to basically use their time and resources most efficiently to acquire the biggest number in their economy, to acquire the biggest fleet with the most efficient and goodest weapons with the best technology. And in my opinion, that is a little bit of a tragedy, because are those people having fun? Because, like, to me that just sounds like doing an extra job where you're trying to figure out a overly complex math problem and there's only a certain small percentage chance that you'll get it right, and if you don't, then the 25 triple crisis will come and eat your face. And to me, that is a little bit of a tragedy, because that kind of loses the whole point of Stellaris that I mentioned before, the whole clash of certain ideologies, the reshaping of the galaxy to your utopian or dystopian or whatever views. And this whole min-maxing thing kind of sucks, because it kind of saps the fun away. And although Stellaris doesn't suffer from it that much, in fact from what I've seen, most people like to roleplay their games and they don't just most efficiently do stuff. But to the people that do most efficiently do stuff, I want to tell you to stop that. You'll have more fun if you won't. Just lower the difficulty if you're playing single player, and if you're playing multiplayer, then, I don't know, there are roleplay servers with certain rules that allow you to survive other players without perfectly efficiently building your economy and military up. So if you're doing that, don't. Lower the difficulty down and base your decisions and your weapons on what kind of empire you are. If you are a corrupt, incompetent oligarchy, kind of like Russia today, then do that. Make your weapons a corruption scheme. Make your leaders do dumb decisions that do nothing but harm you in hilarious ways. Because that's what the game of Stellaris is all about. Design a ship that has full armor and full kinetic artillery to display the strength and the macho-esque bullshit of your empire. Or perhaps maybe you are a more technologically themed empire, in which case deck it out all in shields. Display the technological superiority of your species in how stupidly advanced your shields are. Just do that. Because this whole min-maxing thing is not fun, and it kind of boils down the weapons design to a very few designs that are actually viable. I think there's only like 3 or 4, whatever. So yeah, don't do that. Play the game for fun, design dumb weapon designs that correspond to your flavor of stupidity, and have fun with it, because min-maxing isn't fun. It's kind of like people who min-max Minecraft, who immediately go in there, speedrun to get netherite or full diamond armor, the best enchantments, a mending villager, whatever, not realizing that the game is fun, just doing whatever, building a McDonald's or a slave plantation, whatever. Just have fun with it. Also, whilst I'm on the topic of weapons, there is a thing that I forgot to mention in the things I want to add into Stellaris video. Why in the hell is it that fortress planets cannot defend themselves against ships? Because what I've realized is that even if you have the most fortified planet ever you can imagine, a single corvette can, theoretically, take it down. Like, there's nothing the planet can really do, it's just a matter of time, really. So what I'd want Stellaris to add also is either a third upgrade to the fortress, which just gives it a big railgun that shoots into space, or perhaps another building entirely, which is just a big gun that shoots and damages spaceships. And maybe that forces a player to either choose whether the planet is good at defending against armies or good at defending against ships, with the cool new anti-ship weapon. Because yeah, currently the fortress world's kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna make a video later about ground combat, but yeah, this is my grievance for now. Do that, Stellaris developers, and yeah, goodbye.